If you are over 60 and have been wondering about masturbation, there are some important things you should know right now. Some of you may be here with that interest in mind. As we age, continuing the habit of masturbation can have positive effects on our health, but there are also aspects that require careful consideration. By understanding the correct information and practicing appropriate methods, it's possible to live a healthier and more fulfilling life in your later years. That's the key message we'll share today. Let's now explore more deeply the questions and experiences often faced by individuals over 60 who continue to masturbate. First, let's look at the societal background. Korean society is aging rapidly, and the number of people over 60 is increasing every year. However, despite this reality, topics related to sex, especially personal topics like masturbation, are still considered difficult to discuss openly. Some may feel ashamed or guilty about continuing to masturbate into old age. But today, we live in an era overflowing with information. We now have easier access to knowledge about sexuality and health through the internet and expert advice, creating an environment where healthier choices can be made. Still, discussions about sexuality in older age remain a taboo. Many people over 60 are unsure how to reconcile their sex drive with their current stage in life. Unlike in youth, the body's stamina declines, hormone levels shift, and it becomes harder to satisfy sexual urges or maintain strong erections. On the other hand, some people still experience a strong sex drive even in their later years. It varies greatly from person to person. Because of these differences, the most important thing is understanding your own physical condition and learning how to manage it properly. Let's start by looking at the positive aspects of masturbation. One widely known benefit is stress relief. Masturbation causes the brain to release a chemical called endorphin, also known as the happiness hormone, which brings a sense of psychological comfort and relaxation. After the age of 60, people often retire or experience changes in family structure that drastically alter their daily routines. While this can open up new time for hobbies and self-reflection, it can also lead to health anxiety and social isolation. In such cases, sexual stimulation and the accompanying pleasure can act as a form of psychological comfort. If stress remains unresolved, both body and mind can become unstable, but proper use of masturbation can help you relax and maintain emotional balance. Another advantage is the promotion of blood circulation. Sexual arousal improves blood flow throughout the body and particularly enhances circulation in the pelvic area, which can positively affect the health of the prostate and lower abdominal organs. However, these benefits only apply when stimulation is applied appropriately. Sudden or excessive stimulation, or doing it for too long, can cause fatigue or discomfort. The most important thing is understanding how much stimulation and activity your body can handle. Now, what are the negative aspects or potential risks of masturbation? First, excessive masturbation can drain physical energy. As we age, our recovery time lengthens and muscle strength tends to decrease. Frequent masturbation may deplete your energy, weaken your immune system, and negatively affect daily life. For example, if you stay up late masturbating and feel too tired to go out or handle household chores the next day, it's not uncommon. If masturbation affects your daily life this way, it's time to reassess its frequency and method. Another issue to consider is the psychological toll. As people age, societal views and internalized beliefs often lead to feelings of guilt, such as, "I'm too old to be doing this." But sexual desire is a perfectly natural human emotion, and fulfilling it in a healthy way appropriate to each stage of life is neither shameful nor wrong. If you suppress these emotions in silence and suffer from guilt or self-blame, it can turn into mental stress, and affect your overall health. If your worries or anxieties about sexual issues are significant, seeking help from a trusted doctor, counselor, or sexual health organization can be a good step. We've now covered the pros and cons of masturbation. But what matters most is how you view the act itself and how harmoniously you integrate it into your lifestyle. Ideally, masturbation should be done in moderation and in a comfortable setting. There's no universal standard for how often is appropriate. Weekly or monthly frequency varies depending on your health and level of desire. Ultimately, the key is to respect your own rhythm and pace. Creating a calm environment, dim lighting, relaxing music, or pleasant scents can also help. As we age, we face more stress and tension, so easing that stress, through the right atmosphere, is essential. For example, rather than masturbating casually on the living room couch, taking time in a peaceful space like the bedroom with deep breathing can provide greater psychological satisfaction. While this might seem like extra effort, adjusting your approach to fit your body's changes is not a bad thing. Instead of the intense energy of youth, embracing a softer and quieter pleasure in old age can enrich your life in a new way. In Buddhism, there is a concept called anicca, which teaches that all conditioned things are impermanent. Aging is a natural part of life, so it's not something to reject or deny. Instead, embracing the flow and enjoying within your current limits is the wise approach. Let's now take a closer look at specific health risks. Testosterone, the male sex hormone, gradually declines with age but doesn't disappear completely. Some people maintain stable levels and experience a strong sex drive even after 60. Others may feel less desire or weaker erections. Both are completely natural. If you become impatient or anxious, it can lead to more stress, which in turn dulls sexual response, creating a negative cycle. Rather than expecting the intense stimulation and long-lasting pleasure of youth, it's important to focus on how your body responds now and what kind of stimulation feels comfortable. Also, don't ignore any discomfort or pain. If you have prostate issues or blood vessel concerns, excessive stimulation could cause pain. If you experience lingering discomfort or notice something unusual in your urine after masturbation, visit a doctor for accurate diagnosis and advice. Early treatment can solve many problems and ease your worries, helping you enjoy masturbation more safely. Social factors also can't be ignored. Masturbation among seniors is still a sensitive or taboo topic for many. If you live with children or grandchildren, maintaining privacy can be a real concern. In Korea, where soundproofing is often weak, even small sounds can attract attention. Adjusting the time or location to avoid awkward situations is one form of thoughtful self-care. Moreover, masturbation isn't the only way to satisfy sexual desire or emotional intimacy. If you have a partner, sharing physical affection or massages can provide comfort and connection. As we age, such deep communication may even become more meaningful. If you live alone, starting a new hobby or joining local gatherings can help ease loneliness. Sexual desire can be fulfilled not only through masturbation but also through warm emotional connections. Still, the greatest advantage of masturbation is its convenience and ability to match your pace. You don't have to worry about others, you can take your time, and you can quietly enjoy your body's sensations. Most importantly, this leads to deeper self-understanding. If masturbation is seen not just as a way to relieve desire but as a form of self-care, it can transform your attitude toward life. Learning how your body reacts and what touches feel right is a path to understanding and loving yourself more deeply. Furthermore, masturbation promotes stress relief, better sleep, and improved circulation. Studies have shown that regular masturbation can support prostate health and may help prevent prostatitis. Especially when done before bed, hormones like endorphins and oxytocin are released, which help calm the mind and promote restful sleep. However, excessive frequency should be avoided. Like anything else, too much of a good thing can become harmful. Keep your sessions within a healthy range. If you're tired or lacking energy, it's better to rest rather than force it. Masturbation is not a duty, it's one of many options for caring for yourself. At this stage of life, masturbation can mean more than just physical release. It may offer comfort to those feeling distant from a long-term partner or living alone. Don't be ashamed, accepting it as a natural part of life is essential. Listening to your body's needs and desires is the beginning of awareness and healing. If you ever think, at my age, should I really be doing this? Remind yourself there is no age limit on caring for and understanding myself. We all have the right to look after and love ourselves throughout life. That truth holds at any age, and it becomes even more vital as we grow older. Another important aspect not to overlook is the emotional changes that may arise during or after masturbation. Some individuals experience feelings of emptiness or guilt afterward. This is often a result of having internalized negative perceptions about sexuality from cultural or social conditioning. However, it's essential to recognize that such emotions are not a reflection of wrongdoing on your part, but rather a product of learned beliefs that can and should be reshaped with a healthier perspective. What truly matters is the relationship you have with yourself. While we often emphasize understanding and compassion in our relationships with others, we tend to be overly critical or harsh toward ourselves. Yet the relationship we have with ourselves is the most enduring one. It spans our entire lifetime. Masturbation, therefore, should not be seen merely as a sexual act, but as one method of respecting and caring for your own body. In older age, the body's production of sex hormones naturally declines, which can affect sexual desire and responsiveness. But this is a natural change, not something abnormal or shameful. Embracing this change and exploring new ways to care for yourself with acceptance is a sign of maturity. Sexual desire is not purely physical, it also stems from emotional needs such as connection and vitality. We want to feel close to others, and to feel seen and accepted. Masturbation can help fulfill some of these needs, and also play a role in alleviating feelings of loneliness and anxiety. Since masturbation is a personal and private act, it offers the benefit of being tailored to your emotional and physical rhythm. For instance, before going to sleep, taking a quiet moment to touch your body with gentle awareness can feel like drawing a calm and loving close to your day, a soft ritual of self-appreciation. Learning which kinds of touch bring comfort, and what rhythm feels right to your body, deepens your understanding of yourself. It strengthens the connection between your body and mind, and brings more confidence and peace into daily life. Over time, maintaining a healthy masturbation habit also supports emotional stability. When you're under stress, instead of suppressing emotions or resorting to impulsive habits like overeating or shopping, choosing self-soothing practices like masturbation done with intention and self-awareness can be a healthy emotional outlet. Rather than denying or repressing your needs, viewing them with kindness and understanding is the beginning of real healing. Especially for men, societal expectations about being strong often make it difficult to acknowledge feelings of weakness or loneliness. But true strength comes from the courage to accept and embrace vulnerability. This is why embracing masturbation in a healthy way is not just about sexual release. It is a powerful act of self-acceptance, self-love, and care. As we age, and as life changes around us, it becomes more important than ever to stay connected to ourselves. Lastly, it's worth reflecting on this question. How am I treating my body and mind right now? If you can answer this question sincerely, you're already on the right path. Aging is not just about getting older by the numbers. Even as our physical responses slow down and life's pace shifts, our inner world becomes richer, deeper, and more thoughtful. We become more attuned to the emotions we used to ignore, more sensitive to the quiet signals from our own body. That is the gift of maturity. Masturbation is not a shameful act, nor something to hide. It's a way to meet your body and mind with honesty, and to warmly embrace the person you are right now. Real healing begins the moment you understand and cherish yourself. No expensive tonic, no prescription from a doctor, can replace the power of a sincere commitment to self-care. Do not fear aging. Within it lies deeper love, warmer connections, and a stronger, truer version of yourself. If you're reading this today, you are already guiding yourself toward a better, more compassionate path. From this moment on, let go of shame, and reach for kindness. You are worthy of this care. And it is never too late. Now is the best time to begin.